Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another little NBA talk. So for today, I just want to chat about the Milwaukee Bucks. There's a lot of things I want to get off my chest about this team. And down in Milwaukee, it's an entire mess. So as a recording of this video, they're 35 and 19, third in the Eastern Conference. They just got a nice win against Denver, and this team now under Doc Rivers is 3-5. Now, there's a lot to talk about with the Bucks, and a lot of things that you can get into. So to begin with, I want to start with the coaching. That's the hottest topic. So, real question is what everybody, all the analysts want to say is like, was and all the podcasters has been talking about, was Adrian Griffin firing deserving? He shouldn't have been hired in the first place. He wasn't. I don't think he was the right hire. I don't think he was a great coach for this team. This team needed a veteran coach who knows what they're doing. I want to give Adrian Griffin, a first time head coach, the pressure of leading a Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo led championship team. Because this team is looking at it as champion or bust type of season. So giving that pressure to a first year head coach, I wouldn't even do that. And I believe the decision that Giannis made in not picking Nick Nurse over the fact that those battles that they had in Toronto, it's like if any of the teams that uh, Tom Brady as being like the Eagles wanted to hire Bill Belichick as their coach. Like, nah, they wouldn't want to do that. I understand that, but I'd rather you have Nick Nurse in there because I mean, what other options did you have after firing Mike Budenholzer? You didn't really have nothing on the market. Kenny Atkinson maybe, but that's not the type of team you need, type of coach you need for this team. So, looking at their stats, they're second in points per game. They're fourth in offense and 17th in defense. Net rating with 3.8, and it's ninth in the league. I mean, the team is all right. Their defense is bad, of course. It's really mainly the transition defense. That's why they've been losing to fast-paced teams like the Pacers a lot, or how they got blown out by 40 by the Jazz, because a lot of those younger teams are running up and down the court, and the Bucks haven't given any effort into stopping that. I feel like that's the main thing with their defense. If they can give more effort, just effort in general, they need to get effort. I think that comes for coaching. Do I believe Doc is going to instill that? From what I've seen so far, I don't think so. But, I think that's what's holding back this team. Play-wise on the court. That and Damian Lillard getting focused on the game, because now what he said in a recent interview about how he's not focused at the moment. He's going through a divorce. He's not seeing his kids every day. He's going home, going through the motions about everything off the court. It's affecting his product on the court. And that has been going around on the association a lot. I've been seeing that recently, how a lot of these players, even like Kevin Love, for example, DeMar DeRozan, it's going through depression, just how their lives are going. And, of course, like anybody else's job, like you want to be doing great at your job if you're going through hell in your life. So that's just a thing to think about. But eventually I feel like Dame can get his stuff together and he can string together enough games when it matters to, lock back in. But just like moving forward with this team, Doc Rivers, all the comments I've seen this man done has been hilarious. Especially the interview about how he wouldn't wish this on anybody. Like, Doc, you took the job. If you didn't wish this on anybody, if it was so horrible, then you would never take the job. Stop the cap, please. Then he's talking about how he's going to give Adrian Griffin, his salary, and All-Star ring. I didn't even know coaches get All-Star rings. But look, the sound bites is crazy. I saw the Bleacher Report clip. Yeah, he's explaining their losing streak, about how the league knew that we was gonna lose this game because it was a trip from Dallas, and then he said from like somewhere else, I think like Utah or something, on a road trip. He said there's a lot of jet lag. You saw that the players were tired. And I'm looking at him like, bro, Doc, what are you talking about? Doc, you're just chatting, bro. Doc, you're just chatting. Doc, how you gonna be someone advisor and take their job right after? Like, come on, bro. The brotherhood, yeah. There ain't no brotherhood in that. The NBA brotherhood, that's a load of crap. So Doc has been a joke. The transition defense has been nothing utterly but disastrous. And then Dame's not even locked in. So you're probably asking yourself, like, how did the Bucks fix this? You know, they're really fool's gold. That record is fool's gold. You know, they're winning games closely, just off the strength of offense alone. If in a 7-game series when you can plan for that, it would just be like the Nets, and that how I seen this is like the net that year. I think it was like 2022 or 2022 or 2021. No, not 21. Yeah, it's 2022 when Kyrie and KD were in the playoffs that last year with the Nets, and they could barely. I think they got swept by the Celtics. Where KD couldn't buy a bucket because everyone was on him. Kyrie was shut out. That's how I kind of feel the Bucks are gonna be. Even though Brook Lopez is, he's doing okay, and Chris Middleton now is having a resurgence of his season, I don't think that's gonna be enough to push this team afloat. Doc Rivers is like a grenade. It's like a cancer. He's a bad coach. No stretch of the imagination. Because at the end of the day, though he may get your team into the playoffs just off the talent that he has. I mean, you got to be able to. A competent coach has to be able to get a team into the playoffs with the amount of talent he has on all these teams, even the Clippers teams, Orlando, Celtics, the 76ers, and now the Bucks. You should be able to. I mean, it'd be no excuse. I mean, a blind person can be able to get this team into the playoffs. But, I mean, besides that, with his adjustments in the playoffs and not be able to fix rotations, he's no good. So, looking at this team, what do I think that can be improved? What do I think can be fixed? It's really I want to say this season is a wash. If this team can get it together transitionally, and the impact of Doc Rivers, not Doc Rivers, my bad, the Patrick Beverley trade, Patrick Beverley is still in some of that more toughness again, kind of like how Jay Crowder and PJ Tucker were in their championship year. If they can instill that toughness again and get everybody on the same accord, then I think this team can be great. I think they can go in the long run. Do I believe it? No. I actually don't believe it. I think this team, just based off of how everything is, I don't think this team is locked in. And with all the stuff that's going on around this team, I don't think this is a year. I think the Celtics, it's the Celtics year in the East. I think they're poised. I think they're ready. I think they have the best team. And I see the Heat and the Knicks challenging them. Now, I like how everybody, despite how the Heat has been to the conference finals or finals in the past 4 years, everyone's just been forgetting about them. I still see them as a contender. They're still the reigning Eastern Conference champions. So until Jimmy Butler and the crew just wet the bed continuously and their run is over, I still see them as champions and contenders. So, and that's a whole nother story with the Heat. But I believe it's the Knicks, the Heat, in the Celtics conference right now. The Cavs are a cool story, but the Bucks just need a whole off. I think they need just need to chill out, take the season off season, get everybody on the same accord and right, because and the Doc. I feel like the Doc Rivers. Damn, this team is the Doc Rivers signing. It's just so bad to me, just because of like he doesn't uplift this roster, so it's kind of hard to do. My advice, if I was a GM, would be just to bolster this roster with enough defense and youth, which is those two things are the hardest things in the league to get, you know, of good quality. I mean, you can get that, but a good quality, contributing quality. I think the Bucks have some of that on the roster. Andre Jackson and Marjon Beauchamp, which just need to be played. But yeah, they need just some more time to get this over. It's his first year, Dame's first year in Milwaukee. I expected, I expected a dip in the defense, maybe like 15th, around 17th where they are. But I didn't expect just no effort. I expected them to try or something. So hopefully this team can get it together, prove me wrong maybe. But I believe this team just needs to be just a year away from really being where they are, just because everyone's not all together. So if you like any of these talks or got any suggestions, like the video, subscribe, comment below, and then I will see you on the next talk. Thank you.